Happy Monday, 8th graders. Can you believe it? This is your last Monday being an 8th grader. Wow, so exciting. Hey, I want to give you a little warning, a little heads up. This is probably what the devil's going to do to you this week. He's going to say, oh, life is going to be so much better at the end of the week when school's over. This is such a drag. And he might pull you down. But instead of going with that, we want to walk and step with the Spirit. Okay, let's see this day as a gift. This day as an opportunity to love God and love others. This day as an opportunity to be Colossians 3:23 people. All right? So let's wipe that other thought process out and let's do this. Let's work hard. Let's have fun. Let's take a look at your assignment for today. We are going to end 8th grade U.S. history by looking at the Industrial Revolution. And if you notice, I asked you to have your books open to page 296. So if your book is not open to 296, can you hit pause and go do that? If you notice, these red headings match up with the red headings on page 296, 297, and 298. We're just going to cover those 3 pages, 2.5 pages today. We're going to start together and we're going to end together, but you're going to do the middle on your own. And I give you directions for each section, so follow those directions carefully. So this industrial growth, it says to watch this video, which you are doing. We're going to read this text together, and then I'm going to give you the question for the section. All right? So let's read the industrial growth, those 2 paragraphs together. Please follow along as I read. In colonial times, most Americans lived in the same place that they worked, which was usually on their farm. When they wanted or needed something, they made it. Using their hands and some simple tools, people made much of their own furniture, farm equipment, household items, and clothing. But then, in the mid-1700s, people began producing goods through new methods. In Great Britain, so this all starts in Great Britain, inventors built machines that did some of the work involved in cloth making, such as spinning the thread. These new machines ran on the power of flowing water. British cloth makers built factories called mills along rivers. In the mills, they installed large numbers of machines. To tend these machines, owners paid people wages or regular payments of money in return for their work. So people began to leave their homes and farms to work in the mills and collect wages. This historic change, this whole thing that we're just talking about, this historic change was so important that it became known as the Industrial Revolution. So that is question number 1. Give your own definition of Industrial Revolution. Now, you do not need to write this down, okay? You can just give me the answer. You don't have to write the question, but how would you describe what the Industrial Revolution is? All right, so now here's where we part ways. After you answer that question, you're going to go on to read this section and fill in the graph. How did these things affect the Industrial Revolution? So farming, rivers, streams, and port cities. Then you're going to read some inventions, about some inventions. How did those things spark the Industrial Revolution? You're going to watch one little clip about how one little invention changed everything. And then you're going to watch the rise of factories and answer this one question. And then you're going to come back and watch one other minor little clip at the end. All right, so go to it and I will see you again at the end.